very, very happy for our football team. It's a great way to send out our seniors, a group of young men that have done a lot for this football program and certainly have been very dedicated and a great commitment to the University of Arkansas and to our football team. And, to win the game the way we did tonight was a great way to send them out for their last game here in Fayetteville. Thought we played well in all three phases, certainly made big plays in all three phases, and, it was a good team win for us.
Joe's punt return, that's a pretty spectacular play. You've seen a lot of plays. Where does that one rank?
It ranks way up there. That's like one of those, where you go, oh no, don't run backward, don't run. Ooh, okay, here he goes. Oh my gosh, touchdown. It was an amazing play, and certainly you saw his athleticism, and he's been making plays like that all year long for us.
You ever had a game where you've only had the ball like 22 minutes and dominated as like
Is that all we had the ball?
22-54.
I knew in the first half we didn't have the ball very much at all, and a little bit concerned about that. Looked at the stats at halftime. Thing I liked at halftime was it was balanced: 14 passes, 12 runs. Felt like we were doing a good job of establishing the line of scrimmage, and then to be able to come out in the second half and have those big plays. We had a lot of big plays, and I guess you don't have the ball as much when you have big plays.
How would you rate Tremaine's interception just before halftime?
Well, I thought it was huge. It was a great momentum saver for us. I felt like we were in control of the game. Then they made that drive before half, and that was a huge play for us, and really helped us going into the locker room.
Can you come close to saying this was your most complete game, best game of the year, maybe?
Probably was. I liked the way we put them back to back last week, and then here, and we've certainly played well our last three games at home. So I really like it when we start cranking up the running game. That helps us. That makes us a much better football team. I think our defense has played well lately, and special teams wise, what can you say? We've had 5 touchdowns on special teams.
It's nice to get DeAnthony a touchdown on Tuesday.
It really was. He's been the ultimate team player for us. Anytime we've asked him to change positions or help us here, help us there, he's done it, and he's done it with a smile and a very positive attitude. You really saw how the players enjoyed him scoring at the end.
You talk about Jarius Wright, all-time receptions leader, and catch heat keep the ball alive.
Yeah, Jarius has been having a great year. He's really become a complete receiver for us. His ability to run routes, catch the ball when he's in tight coverage, run after the catch. I feel like that's where he's really improved this year from the previous 3. But we really rely on him as one of our biggest playmakers.
Coach, you talked a lot about focusing on the moment, whether it be a practice or a game. This was another, not look ahead and focus on this game. You got to be proud of that.
Yeah, I am. I'm very proud of our team. I thought they did a good job all week long in our preparation. It was pretty easy for us because we were focusing on the seniors, making sure that we made sure they won their last game here in Fayetteville. And, we showed our maturity. I think our guys really know how to prepare and came out and performed well. That's what we wanted to make sure we did, was really concern ourselves with, number 1, our effort, and number 2, our performance, and then we felt like the scoreboard would take care of itself.
How much did the wind affect the kicking game and the passing game?
Yeah, that was some wind now. That was a crazy wind, and, it's kind of like, what are you going to do? We were going to defer it to open the game because I wanted to win in the first quarter. We didn't get that chance because they won the toss and took the ball, and then they drove the ball off the field position and changed it on us. So, but it was certainly something you had to deal with the entire game. Thought our guys did a good job pumping the ball into it, and we certainly won the field position in the punting game.
Was it
Didn't see
swirling?
Wade out there tonight.
Markwell broke a team rule, so he did not play tonight. Had nothing to do with Vanderbilt. He just did not play.
Was it swirling because the wind's out of the south, but it's...
Yeah, that was what was weird today, because when we were getting on the bus, I was talking to the police officers, and they were talking about the wind coming out of the south. But when you're in that stadium, it was going from the north to the south the entire time.
Bobby, the way you guys have been playing and obviously hit your stride, you kind of feel like, hey, you guys can play with obviously anyone in the country at this point?
Well, you don't worry about things like that. You just worry about playing good football and beating the team you're playing that week. But I do feel like we're playing real well. You know, I like the way our defense is playing. It's nice to have our guys back and playing fast offensively, to be able to make big plays and run the football and be more consistent helps. And then very proud of our special teams. We've been good in special teams.
Coach, you had
Couple more.
You had more rushing yards than passing yards tonight, I think for the first time this year. Just talk about that, and then Dennis Johnson's performance tonight.
Yeah, that's what I really like, is the fact we did run the ball and then had more yards. Dennis had, you know, the first long touchdown run was a great play. He certainly did a good job getting one-on-one. We've been harping on him getting one-on-one and scoring touchdowns. And then the other touchdown run that he had, you know, I thought they had a good defensive call. We didn't have a lot of advantage there in running the ball. We did get a couple good blocks at the point of attack, but he broke a couple tackles at the point of attack and got it in the end zone. He's really doing a nice job in preparing for games, and you know, he's as strong and as fast as he's been throughout his entire career, I think.
And then Tyler had a pretty efficient night with 3 touchdowns, and just talk about his.
Yeah, we felt like we could have been a little bit better in the first half. You know, we went in at halftime. We weren't real happy being only 50% completions, but he really came out in the second half and made big plays. And I thought he had more confidence in delivering the ball and was very precise in what he was going to do in the second half.
You talked about
Last one.
going on the road next, going down to Little Rock next week.
Home game for us down in Little Rock. We're excited about it. Our players always get fired up to be in Little Rock. We certainly know how Mississippi State's capable of playing football. It's always a physical game, so we've got to get our bodies and our minds ready to play.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.